I do think it's an effective board. You look at the makeup, the majority is not law enforcement. So you look at, you have a private citizen, you have a private attorney, you have a Maine emergency management director who's not law enforcement. I understand he's a government employee. You have an emergency management director. I know I'm leaving somebody out from the makeup. And you had a critical infrastructure member. So those people don't have law enforcement backgrounds. They're not law enforcement. So I certainly understand the appearance. It's like, well, you have someone that's in your pocket, or, if you have someone in law enforcement, they're going to be predisposed to always siding with law enforcement. And that's not the purpose of the board, and that's not how it operates. And I understand I'm asking you to take our word for it. Trust us, but understand the advisory board. That is a very unique process that doesn't exist for other law enforcement agencies. And when you look at what our MIAC's mission and role is, certainly law enforcement has a lot of oversight and regulation, but we have an advisory board. We have a cross-sectional group that comes in. We bring them behind the curtain. We show them everything. Everything. We show them all the supporting documentation, all the law enforcement sensitive information. Here's what we do. Give us feedback. And that's exactly what they're there for. But that is a unique board. That you certainly don't see those boards in other areas of law enforcement. That's unique to the Fusion Center. And when you look at what we do, we don't arrest anyone, we don't search anyone, we don't detain anyone, but we're still putting ourselves, which we don't. We're not an operational element that's telling people, well, that law enforcement does that. Law enforcement conducts searches and seizures and arrests and detentions and traffic stops and things that have far more implications on people's right to move and their liberty and their Fourth Amendment rights. We don't do any of that. We're dealing with information sharing. And we have a board that comes in here that's a cross-sectional group, and we show them everything. It's not a surface board. We have them look at all the documentation, everything we do, and please give us feedback. Then I think that's a pretty good check and balance. And I think it's a good board, and I think the makeup of the board is good. We're certainly not beyond making changes or refinements as needed. We're always open to that. But having, and I would urge everyone here to attend an advisory board meeting and see them in action and see them work. But that's a unique process to the Fusion Center. When you look at what we actually do on a daily basis, it's critical, it's fundamental. But we're subjecting ourselves to that process and to say, listen, this is what we do. Don't take our word for it. Tell us, give us some feedback, and we're responsive to it, as we've shown. They've made recommendations which we've adopted.